Hello and welcome on Watches TV, and we are today with Mr. James Field from Britain. You're launching a brand basically. Well, the brand already exists, but you want to expand on it. So why are you coming here? What's the reason of coming to the EPHJ?
Exactly. So I'm James from Swan Edgar. Thank you for having me on your channel as well. A big fan, by the way. Yeah, so we've been running the brand for 8 years. However, in recent years, we've really tried to push the envelope in terms of how ambitious our projects are. Now, this specific project we've actually been working on for 1.5 years. So to answer your question in short, we're here to solve some technical challenges at an affordable price for our end collector.
Okay.
And this, as you mentioned, just while we're off camera, is the hub for watchmaking at the highest level. And if you want to make something happen, you want to do it here. So we've already been in touch with a number of suppliers here. The development costs, as you can imagine, are just insanely high. Some we're getting somewhere. And in particular, there's one that feels like a very good fit. They have actually made some horology pieces at never seen before prices for some brands that might immediately come to mind,
okay,
that have become incredibly, favored in the watch enthusiast community over recent years. And some of these types of suppliers feel like a very strong fit for this ambitious project. And I think it's conversations like that that really energize you, because we've also had others where they say, impossible, like it can't be done. And that obviously is very deflating.
So you're coming to find some solution, but at the same time, did you see things that maybe were inspiring, things that you hadn't thought of necessarily, and that you say, oh well, this is actually could be interesting for some new developments or other things?
Yeah, exactly. I think in the world of remote working, you kind of are fixated on your project and getting over those challenges. However, getting out into Geneva in an exhibition like this, the idea is just free flow. So already we have a product roadmap. We're not just looking to produce one collection. We have a few at different stages of development. So already we're connecting the pieces, secondary for that future roadmap, aside from the primary collection that we're trying to solve. So it's brilliant. I think if I was to name an example, we're looking at a vertical watch, and we didn't realize, because it's not publicly available information just yet, but Les Perret have on their roadmap a specific movement that you would never know unless you came to this exhibition. That is the perfect fit for a future project of ours. So it's incredible, and you get to see movements that aren't in the public realm yet, that you can fit into your projects in the future, and you just would never know unless you came here.
Okay, and kind of talking about that specific new development of yours, so when will it come out?
That's a fantastic question. At the moment, we have absolutely no idea. Some are quoting insane timelines of 3 to 4 years, and some we believe will be able to deliver it a lot sooner. I think we need to go through that typical project development phase of going through the technical drawings and looking at finding a solution that works. Once we do, we hope within 1.5 years.
Okay, all right. So nonetheless, I mean, that's pretty short in terms of watchmaking development. Nonetheless, yeah. When you're coming here, did you have like really? You mentioned that you had like specific problems that you wanted to solve. Okay, but did you find answers that, again, you didn't necessarily thought of? You mentioned, I mean, you talked about it a little bit, but are there things where you basically, I mean, you recognize that your life is going to be a bit more complicated than what you expected?
I think there's bits of both. I think that there are elements, for example, we're looking to replace a certain part of the module with something a little bit heavier. We had an idea for a material in mind that was light enough so that the torque of the movement would be able to support it, and shock resistant enough. It feels like that is probably more challenging than we initially thought. However, in terms of overcoming some of the cost challenges that we were faced, considering some early conversations with some astronomical numbers, that's a side we felt that we've had quite a lot of progress on, with some more creative solutions without compromising the quality or the precision of the watch at all.
Excellent. Well, I'm happy you found solutions and looking forward seeing the ultimate result in 1.5 years, I guess.
Yeah, I think going through this journey and then seeing even the sample, let alone the launch, just makes it just that much more satisfying and worthwhile at the end when we see it. So I'm excited, but there's a lot of work to be done between now and then.
Yeah, probably. Well, good luck and congrats on what you're doing. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.